morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Greg Davis, SuperPhillyRockstar.com, coming at you with another power pack, content filled webinar extravaganza. Very excited today to be talking about this subject because this is where the future is. People you want to know where the big money is being made today, like right now. Almost like the fall of 2013. You can talk about mobile. I mean, and mobile is growing so fast. It's growing. I mean, there's going to be more people with smartphones than actually computers, like really, really soon, if not already. I don't know the exact stats, but it's just blowing up. This is where the growth is. And don't get me wrong. I mean, the web isn't going anywhere. I mean, people are going to still be buying stuff online from their laptops and desktops and stuff like that. But everywhere you go, what do you see? Everywhere you go, you see people on their phone. People on their phone. People are on their phones trying to drive. And it's just texting and driving is crazy. So this is the media. This is the traffic source where you want to be. All right. So and I tell people all the time. People always ask me, well, like, if you were just starting out today, what would you do? What would you do? Mobile. I'd be doing this. I would do this, and I'm doing it myself. And I'm doing a lot of stuff, and and this is some really really powerful information here, because like as I was going through John's presentation, I saw some of the stuff he's going to be talking about. I'm like, man, this is like, I mean, I'm learning stuff. Okay, just looking at the slides. So and I'm doing this stuff every day. So this is going to be really exciting. So get your notebooks out, your pen, paper, take notes. All right, take notes. Because we're really going to be dropping some golden nuggets for you today. And again, I'm very excited as well because I get to introduce, some of my favorite people, in the game. 3-inch sales, John Gray, Shukree, Abuwi. These guys, kind of burst on the scene last year as Center rock stars. But even before that, they were going mobile, and these guys, they're doing their thing. I mean, they're crushing it. But really more important than their own success is that they have like showed and taught like a bunch of people. Like I was just in Affiliate Summit East in Philly, I guess last week or whenever it was, week before last, and and I met people that these guys had mentored, that these guys had coached, that were making serious money. Okay, so it's like, I mean, not only are these guys actually doing this stuff, but the true test to me of any kind of coach or teacher or somebody that's showing internet marketing type things is not how much they're making, but how much their students are making, how much their clients are making. And let me tell you, they're making a lot. Okay, you heard from one. I sent out the video today with my man JJ Allen. He made 100K in a couple of months just based on the stuff that some stuff that John and I had revealed on some webinars. Okay, so these guys are not only doing it themselves, but they're helping a lot of other people get money. All right, and so with that being said, I'd like to introduce Mr. John Gray.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Mr. Greg Davis. So yeah, man. Like Greg said, we first started out in mobile. Before I even get into any of that, I just want to, obviously first and foremost say thank you to Greg, because without his mentoring and some of the stuff I got from free webinars from him, we would definitely not have been able to start making any serious money online. And as well as he's muted out right now, as well as my man Rico Davis as well. Those two guys, man, have really single-handedly allowed us to to be able to do the kind of numbers that we do today. So first and foremost, I want to thank those guys. And now that that's done, let me just make sure. I got to open the chat box here for you guys.
Oh, I forgot. I want people to know too. I didn't leave out Shukree. I mean, John's doing this presentation, but Shukree is definitely an integral part too. I just know John likes to do all the talking to get all the attention.
Yeah.
So how I do, man. Oh, you guys know I was off for a while, but y'all hear that?
Yeah, yes, sir, son.
I'm back on that Patron. So a lot of people were worried about me, because I hadn't been drinking Patron. I was drinking red wine and shit. So
Yeah. I asked him last time I talked. I'm like, Greg, you good, man? I know you ain't really been hitting it up lately. He like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm back. I'm back in rare form. So yeah, man. So Yeah, like Greg said, Shukree's on this joint as well. Definitely, but I like to do the majority of the talking. And when there's some extremely intelligent stuff that needs to be said, then I'll shut up and let him do it. Do some talking there when it needs to be extremely intelligent things said. Now with that said, you guys good? Can like everybody hear me? I don't even know if I got the chat box open correctly, but let's see here. Let me open this joint up and make sure everybody can hear me. Oh well, I don't know how to work it. So you guys like Shukree, you look at it and make sure if anything goes wrong with my headset, just let me know. But we're about to get cranking on this thing.
Yeah,
All
yeah, we
right.
got you. Yes, good.
You got me? Perfect. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So if you don't know about us, I'm not going to spend much time on this because I want to get you guys as much info as possible. But I'm John Gray. I am the CEO of 3M Sales LLC. That is me right there. The nice looking pecan skinned brother with the paint. And over here to my right is Mr. Shukree Abuwi. The behind the scenes brains that makes this whole thing tick. He's the chief operating officer at 3M Sales. And just a real quick history on us in internet marketing. We started internet marketing in 2007, and when I say we tried every shiny button system, like literally, I can remember spending thousands and $1,000 on just any little shiny button joint, man. It came out like, and mainly I was always attracted to those type of systems where they're like, if you just press this one, like just this one automated system, you press this one button and you'll be doing $300 a day like clockwork. So those things used to always get us, man. And during those times money was definitely tight, so we would spend our hard earned money on it. And so we trickled off for a little while. We didn't have much money else to spend. And then in mid 2011, I ran across this guy by the name of Greg Davis, that was calling himself Mr. 50K a day. And he did this free webinar that I attended, and I called Shukree up and let him check it out too. We checked out the replay, and we listened to it. And then we started making money from it, man. Like we started implementing some of the stuff he was teaching about like demographic keywords, stuff like that. And so that was off of the just off of the free webinar he did. And then to be honest with you, like we blew all that money. It started coming in decent, and certain vices, strip clubs mainly, and alcohol. We pretty much blew through that, popping bottles. And then to fast forward, late 2011. We just kind of stumbled into mobile, and we got with Mundo Media. We had a really good affiliate manager there, and we started to instantly, like, and this is crazy. Like I said, this isn't typical results, but like we started doing like $200 to $300 a day our very first day in profit. And win a free iPad offers, okay, the CPA style offers that pay you like $7 or $8. Um, and we just started going ham from there. And get you guys to the next slide here. Now, in our first month of mobile, we did over 26K. All right. And I'm going to show you about that here on the next slide. But, so from February 1st, 2012 to March 1st, 2012, we did over 26K. And it was pretty much at that point, it was mainly from those, the sweepstakes style offers, which is like win an iPhone, win an iPad, that sort of thing. And then since then, obviously, we've done a lot more with Ad Center, and we are now international speakers, coaches, and consultants. So basically, I'm just telling you that to let you know that we do this and do it well. Okay. And here you go. This is in our Mundo Media account. This is when we first started. The reason I'm showing you this is because like I said, when we started February 1st, we were complete newbies on mobile, and pretty much to not really the internet marketing, but doing internet marketing seriously. But because before we were doing like SEO stuff and everything like that, and then we had stumbled upon Greg's stuff. So basically at this point, man, we were pretty much newbies because, as you can see, we started out being the lazy affiliates doing direct linking. And as you can see, that didn't work out very well for us. A ton of clicks and no conversions. And then, boom, when we were using landing pages, started using landing pages, as you can see, that worked out very well for us. You can see the EPCs, and if you guys don't know about Bull, the cost per click, the CPMs, they're extremely cheap. All right, like dirt cheap. So like I said, man, 26,570 bucks. That's in our first month of business, and this was I just got this from one of our coaching students. And I guess he didn't know how to blur out stuff, so he just like took this screenshot. But anyway, this is like 14 or 15 days for him. When we, helped him out. Like at first he was doing mobile, and he was, I guess, kind of basically doing it like we were, just kind of direct linking. And he didn't really know what traffic sources to go to, and he was pretty much bombing out. But after we coached him, you can see that he started having some pretty consistent, nice earning days. Here. So now, a lot of folks ask about us, really being rock stars and stuff like that. If you don't know me, like, I like to rock suits. I like to rock seersucker suits and linen suits, and so we don't wear all the rock star like chains and everything like that. But we definitely party like a man. We party like rock stars, pretty heavy. This is just us. Just like a week ago in the club with Greg, it's a video event, and like somebody started to chug a lug around with a Ciroc bottle, man, and just it turned out to be an interesting night. I'll say that. But anyhow, you guys, we like to get down, man. We party like rock stars. Hence the certain mobile
Yeah,
rock
because
stars. All right.
I was busy trying to keep Shukree out of jail.
I spent all night into the early morning trying to keep Shukree out of jail. He was trying to fight random
Yeah,
people, and he doesn't remember
yeah,
any of it. So
yeah.
hey,
He was
Yeah, I blacked out, man.
he was turned up. He was all the
I
way turned up.
all the way turned up. And listen, I'm not gonna spend much time. I'm gonna get into this joint in a minute, but
I'm
told
sorry.
Greg. I told Greg and I told Kim, we were standing up on the couch watching Busta Rhymes perform, and I saw Shukree just like chugging, grrr, like chugging some rock bottles. And I went, Greg, I said, listen, I'm about to slow down drinking. I said, because I guarantee you I'm gonna have to play babysitter tonight. And he was like, no, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm positive. Look how much Ciroc he drinking. So yeah, it was kind of an interesting night, to say the least. All right. So, all right, guys, let's jump into it, man. All right, I'm about to show you guys how to make some serious money on mobile, and it's not as hard as you think. All right, so go ahead and jump right into this joint, man. So why is mobile the ish? All right, I'm keeping it PG right now. I probably might get dirty later on tonight on the other one, but I'm gonna keep it PG. So the main reason that I love it, man, is low competition. Like there's a lot of people right now. I don't know for what reason that they don't want to get into mobile, but right now, man, the amount of people that's using their mobile devices versus the amount of people who are marketing to mobile devices is highly unweighed. And I'm gonna give you a quick example. When I was in Affiliate Summit East, and this is part of the reason you guys need to make sure you go to these type of events, and probably need to go to the Affiliate Millionaires in October. But when you go to these kind of events, you find out inside secrets. So you guys want to write this down, trust me. So one traffic source in particular, called Tap It, is a mobile source. And check this out. These guys have millions of impressions a day. All right, millions of impressions a day. And when I talked to them in Affiliate Summit East, the guy was like, "Yeah, man, we got like so much traffic." He was like, "Man, like nobody's hardly tapping into it." He was like, "We get like a 60% fill rate each day." He was like, "So 40% of the traffic's just sitting there, like waiting with his thumb up his butt, waiting on somebody to take advantage of it." So, if you guys, know anything about mobile, you will at the end of this webinar, but just keep that in mind. Tap It has a ton of traffic that's not being tapped into. And I'm sure that you can negotiate some cheaper price with them, all right, or some bulk pricing, all right. So competition is low. There's a stupidly dumb huge amount of traffic volume. I mean, just so much traffic, you guys will see, but like, there's a huge amount of traffic, okay. And no banning. Like, it's the wild wild west right now on mobile, just kind of like Google was back in the day. And I can tell you for sure, because listen, as far as the adult dating side goes, like we running some real grimy stuff that would absolutely, without a doubt, get you banned anywhere else, any other traffic source. I don't care if it's PPV, PPC, media, whatever. You would get banned from these sites, but there's no banning going on in mobile. All right, and we push it to the limit. Trust me. And it's pretty easy to get profitable, man. Like, the folks that we've been teaching this to here as of late, and folks that we did some kind of private coaching for, where we handle campaigns for them, like we've been able to get them profitable campaigns in like 3 to 4 days, and spending a very small amount, like spending $75 and turning around and having a profitable campaign. So it's really easy to get profitable. One of the main reasons is because depending on what kind of offer you're running, like as far as the dating goes, a lot of guys, and I guess women too, they like to use their mobile phones to access certain things because it's really discreet. So they don't have to worry about like somebody walking in the room and seeing a big computer screen with big butt or something like that on it. So they prefer to use their mobile devices to order certain things on there. So it makes it your conversion rate's a lot higher. All right. There's hundreds of traffic assists, literally. So, one of the main things, like as far as what Ad Center goes, we do our thing on Ad Center, obviously, but a lot of people run into the, problem of for whatever reason, they may get banned, or they, may have their go under review, or whatever the case is. So, you're kind of dependent on that one traffic source, but with mobile, there's hundreds of them that have tons of traffic. So you're not limited to, like, worrying about this one traffic source going down or disapproving something you put in there. You can just go to another one like it a drop of a dime. It doesn't matter. All right. And then there's thousands of offers, like, and I'll get into offers later, but there's, a lot of different things that work on mobile other than what you think. Okay. And another good thing is, and especially for people who kind of balling on a budget, trying to like get things going and they don't have a large budget, you can start, funding certain traffic sources to let you fund it for like $50. Some of them may be a little more, but usually like you can fund an account, $25 to $50 and get started. And the cost per clicks are stupid, dumb, cheap. So, you can do a lot of testing for really cheap. And that's one of the main reasons too that it's easy to get it profitable. Okay. All right. Now this is just I found this online like a not too long ago. This is showing the worldwide ad revenue spend. Okay. And this is showing the amount of revenue ad spend, from 2011 and, desktop versus mobile. And as you can see, it's been like doubling, pretty much doubling each year. So, it's going to be, ridiculous. And the main thing is timing. And right now, like I say, man, it's wide open. It's the wild, wild west right now. All right. All right. Let's get it, man. Let's get into mobile basics. So, obviously, you've got your ads and you've got a good few different size ads that you can do, but there's like four main sizes. And what you guys will find is that when you go to the traffic networks, they'll have a different selection of ads that you can use, and the best way to do it is you just want to test pretty much all the different size ads. Like they'll have it in categories, of like the most popular, that sort of thing. But there's like 3 to 4 main ones, and you'll want to test those because honestly, from my experience, ad sizes will do better with certain campaigns. There's no hard and fast rules to it. You just want to test, different size ads, the same ad just in different sizes. Okay. In traffic sources, I'm going to touch on that in the next couple of slides. I'll tell you guys like the main traffic sources that we like to use, and like I said, there are hundreds of them. New ones are popping up all the time, but I'm gonna tell you guys like some of the easy ones to start with, so you guys can start cranking out some campaigns and making money as soon as possible. And then negotiating price, like I touched on that a little bit earlier, but like I say, man, these mobile networks, they're in high competition with each other, so they may tell you like the minimum bid per click is 10 cent or 5 cent, whatever the case is. Always barter with them right off the bat. Like and the way you want to do it is just pretend you a big baller. You may be, but if you aren't, just pretend you a big baller. Be like, man, listen, I got a bit big ad spend budget, but like I'm not trying to pay, such and such amount per click. Like in order for me to optimize my campaigns properly, I need you guys to give me a little better pricing. Is that possible? If not, thanks. I'll go somewhere else. And I guarantee you, they will hit you back and they'll be like, "Oh yes, sir, no problem. We can get you, 3 cents instead of 5 or 6 cents a click." So, negotiate prices off rip, man, because that's what I do. You want to negotiate those prices. And like I said, ad size optimization, that's going to be when you're testing your different ads and you're tracking them, which I'll get into. You're going to want to, per campaign, depending on what you're promoting, certain ad sizes will perform better, so. And then I'm going to talk about device targeting. And basically, device targeting is just where you're targeting certain, like an iPhone versus a Samsung Galaxy versus a Galaxy 3, sort of thing. So you're targeting the different style of phones, because for whatever reason, I guess there could be demographic reasons behind it, but certain phones perform better for certain offers. And then this next one is really important: carrier targeting. And that's just the phone company is providing the service to that phone. So, you might have like AT&T, T-Mobile, Vodafone, just to name a few. But like, I'll give you guys an example. As far as the sweepstake style stuff goes, when we were doing those really heavy, we noticed that AT&T performed pretty terrible versus T-Mobile. And here's why. You have, and you can do research to find this out, because there are certain phone companies in other countries, and I don't know which ones are in all the countries, but you have a certain demographic here in America, like AT&T customers. Normally, AT&T is a little bit more expensive. They're gonna, lock you into a 2-year contract, and it's gonna, and they check your credit. So, the people who are carrying, like AT&T service, for the main part, are going to be people who are a little bit more affluent. So if you're trying to like target them and try to offer them a free iPad or a free iPhone, they're not gonna fall for the okie doke. They're gonna just like keep going, keep going right past it. But at the same token, like Cricket is a big one here in our area, like in this region. Cricket, typically their thing is they don't check credit, no contracts, anything like that. And you can just and not to offend anybody, but like mainly the people who use Cricket for the main part are less affluent, and they will pretty much they will fall for marketing pretty easily. So that's just to kind of give you guys an example of what to keep in mind when you're doing your carrier targeting. And as far as how you set this all up, we'll get into that. I'm gonna let Shukree handle that. That's the real intelligent stuff that he's gonna need to explain. But and then operating system targeting. So like for instance, iPhone, it's got these updates to come out, and so it's by option whether the person updates or not. Because like my iPhone, I hadn't updated the new system fix in probably 3 months, but there's a reason I do that, because I don't like they mess with my when I update it. Sometimes it screws my phone up. But so you'll find that the operating systems as well will make a difference in your campaigns. So this is all, all that is part of the whole optimization and scaling process. Like you have to pay close attention to this stuff because there's so much traffic. There's so many different carriers and devices and everything. You just start out really broad, and then you just kind of narrow it down from there. So that's the main thing you want to do when you're starting out. Just want to take a break. Is everybody with me on that? Shukree, can you check the panel and let me know what's being chimed in?
Yeah, I got you. Everything's good. I'm taking care of all that.
Oh,
Hello?
nice, cool. Okay, you the man. All right. Oh, one thing I forgot, guys, to tell you. Stay tuned on this joint, man, because I got a real special gift for you guys. At the end of this, it's going to pretty much help you guys, get started, today, tonight, wherever you are, in your mobile marketing efforts. So just sit tight with us. Stay tuned, through the end of it, and I'll get you guys more info on that here at the end. But it's gonna be something very special for you guys. Now let's talk about traffic types. you got like mobile web display. You got like boys, obviously, obviously Google's mobile platform, and Facebook and Pandora, stuff like that. But what we normally like to run, for the main part anyway, is app traffic. And for you guys, I'm sure you probably know what apps are, but for instance, like this new app I use, Radio. That's a nice new app. Facebook has its own app that you download to your phone. Uh, you know, I'm sure you guys get the point. Pandora, stuff like that. So apps just something that you download onto your phone to interface with whatever it is that you're using. Okay, and then so you got app display style style ads that'll go up in there. You've got push notification, which is one of my favorites. That'll kind of like interrupt the person, so to speak, and they just tap it. You've got incentivized style traffic, and this tell you what this is. Like, you guys might have seen it if you're playing, like for instance, I like to play Tetris on my phone. So if you are playing Tetris, and then after you get through playing the game, maybe a couple of times or something like that, then you'll see this ad pop up. Sometimes it may say, get 50,000 free coins, or get 2 level ups, or whatever, blah blah blah. Click here, click here for more information, and then they'll send you to a CPA offer. And a lot of times, you can pay to have your ad pop up, in that slot, and do like a little JV with like the app developer, or app owner rather, not developer. So those can work really well. You just have to kind of figure out where your best space is for that kind of thing, and do relevant offers with it. And then you have like banner offer walls, and those are pretty much the same as offer walls on the web, but basically it'll be where you can have several different offers that you want the person to do. It's kind of like you're almost setting up a pathway on just in mobile, and then you can have them where they will go and, let's just say, download a game app like Candy Crush, something like that, where the advertiser is going to pay you just for the app install. All right. So that's basically the main traffic types. Like I say, we like to kind of more or less stick to apps, app traffic. And then I'm going to go ahead and let you guys see the main traffic sources that we like to use here. All right, traffic sources. As I said, man, it's a ton of traffic on mobile. It's stupid, like a ridiculous amount. And there's more to it, obviously, than these, and we use more than these sometimes, but these are just some of the main ones that I like, and some of them are really easy to use, so I'm kind of giving you guys these up front. As I said, Tap It is a really good one with like display type stuff. And I got secret next to there because I just gave you guys that secret earlier, and I hope you were paying attention and wrote it down. As I said, when I met those guys in Affiliate Summit, they have millions of impressions to be served daily, and only 60% of their traffic is even being utilized. So 40% of it is just sitting there waiting. And like, you can work some deals with them to do like some bulk, CPM type purchases, or obviously get it at a cheaper price, because if they're not selling it, they'll sell it to you for dang near anything to get it utilized, to make, some money is better than no money, obviously. Then you got in media, you got in Mobi, which is pretty cool. And then the next two are like some of my favorites, Push and Lead Boat. I love Air Push. It's really simple. They do push notification. They got some other stuff they've added to it as well. Like, they've updated their platform. It's pretty cool. But like, when we were doing, like I showed you those stats of us just like stumbling into mobile, we were using Air Push and Lead Boat. Those were the two main traffic sources we were using. Pretty much those alone, and mainly Air Push, because they had a bunch of traffic, and you can work with them too to get some cheaper clicks. Like I say, it's all about the way you go about doing it. You just gotta act like a big boss and tell them, like, I need to optimize my campaigns, but I can't do it at 10 cents a click. That's ridiculous. So like I said, we were using Air Push and Lead Boat to do like sweepstake style offers, some of the more clean offers. And then you also got Traffic Junkie, which you can do like some dirty adult dating style stuff on there. But like I said, if you guys Tap It, Air Push, Lead Boat would be three that I would recommend to start with immediately, especially Air Push and Lead Boat, because they're it's a really simplistic design, and you guys could get started there fairly easy. Now let me just add a side note though. When we were doing those numbers, we were pushing more and U.S. and Canada based stake offers. Don't run them in the U.S. I'm gonna just let you know off rip, like that boat has pretty much sailed. I mean, you might be able to get creative and make it work, because I'm gonna show you guys something towards the end of this webinar, a new style landing page that we've been using with the sweepstakes stuff that's been making a huge difference for us. Okay, so I guess I won't say like don't try it, but like don't spend a whole lot of time on it. You know, you can try some different variations and stuff to see if you can get it to work. But like the sweepstakes stuff is hot in like other countries right now, where they're not as exposed to it has already been done here in America. All right, so that beats your traffic sources. Like I said, air push and lead boat, the easiest to start on and tap it, has a bunch of traffic waiting on you guys to go and negotiate with them. Booyah. All right, let's talk about landing pages. And I got that little Lego man there. I know that looks real weird. Why I got a Lego dude just standing there with his hands up? Because it's, you know, Legos are really basic, and you'll see what I mean once I get done here. So if you guys read the email that Greg sent about like running, like pushing some adult dating stuff and like making absolutely no money, actually losing a fair amount. One of the main things that we figured out was our speed on our loading on our page, like ridiculously slow, and not slow as in terms of maybe web-based, but on mobile the attention span rate is twice as short, maybe even 3 times, because, you know, people are just there's so many different distractions that can happen to a person when they're on their mobile phone, and you guys got to keep that in mind. So, you know, somebody might be like just walking down the street, like scrolling through, and your ad might come up and they might click it. Boom. If your page doesn't load up very fast, where it's pretty much instantaneous, they might look off at a bird flying up in the air, or like somebody walking by, some good-looking chick walking by, and you're done. All right, so you got to have that joint pull up real fast. Ours was loading slow, so we went and got faster hosting, with like beyond hosting. And another thing, we had too much stuff on the page. Like, you want to have your landing page have the smallest file size possible. Okay, all this real extremely fancy stuff, forget about it. All right, you want to have that joint very much basic. And here's one thing that's a huge thing. You guys need to write this down. You need to make sure that you have it where your resolution matches the mobile device. And I'm not a really technical guy, so I don't know how to do it. I just know how to tell people to do it. So if you guys have a programmer or something that you work with, you just want to tell them to make the landing page so that it does an automatic resizing, basically, because obviously there's so many different screen sizes for mobile, that if you don't have it do this, it's going to show up wonky on some phones. It's going to look stupid, and then they're going to leave, and then you're just going to be blowing money. All right, so you just want to let them know that you need to have it so that your landing page matches the mobile device, so the resolution matches the mobile device. It'll resize itself. Okay. So make sure that you let them know that. And that was another reason too that we weren't making money, because we didn't have it set up at first. It took us a little while to figure that part out. And then CSS in the same file as Lander. For you guys that aren't real techie, you can, like I said, just relay that to your programmer as well. You want to have it basically all in the same file so that it's not going to different folders to call all this stuff out, because the more places it has to go, your landing page has to go to like call out different files, obviously the longer it's going to take to load. So, you know, that's really important as far as your page load speed. All right, and no JavaScript unless absolutely necessary, because once again, JavaScript is going to slow it down, you know, a fair amount. So, you know, like I say, tell your programmer design the lander like it's 1999 web, and keep it really basic, hence the Lego man right there. All right. But one thing, like I say, the surprise I got for you guys at the end will kind of help you out with that, you know, somewhat. So, but you definitely want to make sure to notate this stuff down, so that when you have your programmer, make sure that you tell them this stuff so they'll know, you know to do that for you. All right, that right there, this right here, actually increased our ROI in our adult land are just mainly just from doing like these few things alone. All right, so this stuff's really important. We lost a fair amount of money not doing this, so I wanted to give you guys a leg up on that. Okay. All right, it's time for me to stop talking because this stuff, a little bit above my head. So I'm gonna turn this over to you, Mr. Abuwi. Put these guys up on some tracking, my brother.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But before I do that, I want to have major announcements to make. Major announcement. I talked to John about this, but I called him up and let him know that I'm pretty much moving exclusively to do mobile, like over the next 5 to 10 years. And this for several reasons, but for one, I felt I missed out on a lot of cash on the web over the last 10 years from being a lazy affiliate. I didn't want to learn HTML. I didn't want to, design banners. I didn't want to do shit. I just want direct link, and I missed out on a lot. And what mobile is about to become in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? So, I'm actually going to take some classes, going back to school, learning technology, um, program and everything. So I want to let you guys know how serious this thing is going to be. What's gonna happen over the next 5 to 10 years? It's going to be incredible. So,
And
just to let you guys,
also,
yeah, go ahead.
also not yeah, not to cut you off. But yeah, so like one of the main things, because Shukree loves so much of a challenge. We're going to be doing some real heavy stuff in app design, and in the app field. And he is moving along very fast. So just to let you guys know, if you get to the point where you need some apps, you can holler at us. But for the main part, we're going to be doing some pretty just some pretty more along the line of bigger type of bigger type of apps, but we may be able to handle stuff for folks. But anyway, that was just a cheap plug. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good, you good. But yeah, and the reason why is just kind of retouching what Greg said is that everybody's gonna have a mobile phone. I mean, not everybody has access to a computer, to a laptop, especially in developing countries. But I think mobile devices are predicted to surpass actually the desktop, um, computers and laptops in next year, pretty much. And I think more phones are going to be sold to computers coming up, and it's a wild west. Anything goes. It's enormous growth. It's a primary way that a lot of developing nations access the internet. I mean, it's just now's the time, and and everybody has a phone now, and it's gonna get crazy. But you see that kid on TV from Africa with that big stomach and flies around his mouth. He's gonna have a phone. You know what I mean? And that's what it's going to. You know what I'm saying? Like we was in Philly in ASC, and you bums had phones. You know what I'm saying? Like they pull out phones. So it's definitely gonna get crazy. So just with that said, just kind of want to let you guys know the seriousness of what mobile is about to become. All right. So now the tracking. When we first started, I don't think John knew this, but I was doing everything manually. I was doing manual tracking, and it is a nightmare to do manual tracking in mobile because mobile is extremely fragmented, meaning that there's not a one dominant advertising source where you just go to like Google. Like you want to go and advertise, PPC, you go to Google, you go to Bing. It's not like that in mobile. With mobile, you have there are hundreds of different networks, and each network is different. So I had to manually track the tokens, track the different variables, and there's tons of variables. I mean, like John talked about this. You got device targeting, you got manufacturer targeting, carrier targeting the operating system, the handset, the model number, and then that's just the device. With different networks, you can target, different categories. You can target, track your ads. So, and there's tons of custom tokens. So it's crazy. It gets real crazy if you try to do this manually or you don't know what you're doing as far as tracking. And you have to track because the secret behind mobile is obviously tracking and optimizing is big in any anywhere you advertise, but especially in mobile because there's so many different um, dynamics and different phones and different carriers and stuff like that. So you got to be on top of your stuff. But by me doing that manually, I built all my skill level of HTML, CSS, Excel, optimizing. So It actually was a good thing I did that manually because I learned how to track it and everything like that. But the solution to that is you have to have a tracker, and I think in my opinion, the MobiTrax is the best. And it works similar to CPV Labs. So if you guys have installed CPV Labs before, or you work with any like Prosper, anything like that, the setup is similar. So it's not like you need to learn some new tracking platform. It's kind of the same thing. Um, so with MobiTrax, unfortunately, you got to have a VPS. In the mobile, you definitely want to have a VPS because there's so much traffic. And you saw like with us with our stats, some of our campaigns, like 4 of them had 14,000 clicks, and that was extremely cheap. I think we might have ran that for maybe like 2 or 3 days. So there's tons of traffic coming in. You got to be able to be prepared for that traffic, and you got to track, and the tracking requires a VPS. So I'll recommend Bluehost. They're very friendly to affiliates. They even help you install certain things you need. They know exactly what you want, what you need. Great support, so I highly recommend it. So if you think you're going to get around doing this without tracking, good luck. I mean, you can do it, but it's gonna definitely be difficult to do without a tracking platform set up. Um, no, not direct link. Right. John, you want to say something about direct linking? Because got some guys here asking about direct linking.
No. Yeah, like, so can you hear me? Am I
Yeah.
good? Okay, cool. All right. Like, us, we always preach against like direct linking, that sort of thing.
I'm
But,
sorry.
huh?
Yeah, I meant beyond hosting. My bad. I got that
Yeah,
mixed
I
up.
was about to. Yeah, I was gonna comment on it. I was gonna let you know. Yeah, it's beyond hosting. Is who we use and recommend. But yeah, like as far as direct linking goes, you know, I don't ever recommend people to like direct link. But I will say this: take it with a grain of salt. Now, I'm not saying you can go out and have the same results, but um, I do have like a couple of, and this is recent, like a couple of clients like recently do like some antivirus type stuff, and did direct linking, and I don't exactly remember what platform, what traffic source they were on. It may have been AirPush, but yeah, I think it was AirPush actually. But they did like some direct linking stuff, and they did okay. But I mean, you can't expect to have like any long-term success direct linking. But the way they were able to make money is because, like, if I'm not mistaken, the EPCs on like one of these antivirus campaigns they were running was like an average of like 6 cents, and then they were getting their clicks for about 2 or 3 cents. So they were definitely their money, but guess what? It didn't last that long. Because somebody else is just going to come along and have a lander set up that they can test with, and then they're just going to outbid you and get more of the traffic. So it won't last that long. But I mean, I do know some people who direct linked in mobile and did okay. I'm not saying they did great or anything like that. They did okay, but like I say, man, I don't ever recommend direct linking because that just will,
Yeah, yeah,
you might
yeah.
get.
Let me qualify that. I mean, you can make it work. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the end all be all. Like, no, you don't do it. Because if it's gonna work, I would say it would work in mobile, if anything, because just the nature of mobile. If you're really good at making banners, really good at making ads and testing and doing some major volume, and you're getting a really good price for your clicks, then I think it can definitely work. Um, but the only thing is, people don't ask is direct linking work out of like trying to increase ROI, or out of like some type of curiosity. They're usually asking it because they're lazy, or because they don't want to do the tracking, or they don't want to do a landing page, or they don't want to do this. It's always from like, oh well, I don't want to do any work. So that's why I,
Yeah, yeah. That's how we used to do. Like we'd ask that, I'd be like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, direct linking, and yeah, so yeah, like Shakri said, like it can work, but like I say, I'm gonna say it again, like I wouldn't recommend it. But if you just wanted to like be like, well, let me just test this campaign really quickly just to get an idea of what's going on with it, you might do that and spend $25 just to see what happens. But don't expect that you're gonna like create a business on mobile out of like just direct linking or or anything like that. Though.
yeah, I mean,
I'm done with mine.
unless you're the yeah, unless you're the advertiser and you have a huge budget and you got a different way of monetizing. Like I said, I don't want to be the person to say it won't work and never works, but because I'm always John, we're always testing different things. But if you're talking about you know di direct linking because you're lazy, then no, don't direct link. Um,
Actually, let me say something real quick about that subject of
yeah,
direct linking. I mean, first of all, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time and across a lot of different offers, and I would say at least 9 times out of 10, having landing page convert. Actually, probably higher than that. I would say maybe 95 times out of 100. I mean, there are certain things, but here's what I'm saying. There's direct linking, then there's direct linking. Like you should never ever like direct link, and by direct link I mean like you give the network your affiliate link, like from CPA network. Like you should never do that. Okay, I mean, hopefully most of you guys use the tracking, so so you're gonna have some type of tracking link to give them, but you always want to be able to control the link that you give to them. All right, because even if you're out direct linking, you still that the offer's gonna go away, guaranteed. Okay, all offers go away. Okay, and so then you're gonna be stuck. So whereas you can still interchange direct link offers, but you want to be in a situation where, like, for example, like you might have you do a lot of campaigns, and one campaign like might not really work so well, so you kind of put it on the side. Like a month later, you know, there's a really good offer for that other campaign that you did. So instead of doing new ads and getting new stuff approved or whatever, if you can just plug in that new offer, because you're controlling that link that you give the advertiser, then that's what you should do. Okay, so what I'm saying is, even if you do direct link, like never just give them the raw affiliate link. It has to give them a link that you can control, that you can change. So that's all.
Yep,
that was a very, very,
absolutely.
very good
Yeah,
point.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Um,
like because go ahead, is a delay.
is it? Oh,
Yeah, a little
yeah,
bit.
that's probably me, man. My computer doesn't like it when I have a bunch of stuff running. Sorry. So but Shakri, were you pretty much finished up with the tracking? Because I wanted to get in, like, touch on this geo redirection for them. I didn't know if you had more that you needed to do though.
Yeah, yeah. Just one quick thing. Tracking it kind of speaks for itself. I mean, you're gonna have to kind of get the tracking platform, install it, and kind of go through. But it gets technical. Tracking as device carrier, like I said, it's not the hardest thing in the world. If you've installed CPV Labs, it's not it's a breeze to kind of install it. But you're gonna need a tracking platform. Just to kind of reiterate here, you need a tracking platform to track all these different variables and different things because there's so much stuff. Yeah, Moby tracks. There's so much stuff going on in different networks. It's different, like it's just real convenient to have one link. You can go in and plug that link in, and it knows which network variables to use and tokens to use. So it makes your life easier. Um, but like I said, if you guys have to do it manually or whatever, you can always hit me up, and I can always help you with that. To make everything work and to track everything, you have to set up your postback pixel. I think MobiTracks only works with postback. I believe. I don't know if they changed it or give an update, but you guys hit me up on that if you have any technical questions. But yeah, that's about it, man. You can go ahead.
Alrighty, alrighty. Yeah, like computers, it's acting wonky. So if like I start to chop in or out of something, Shakri just let me know. I'm gonna probably usually when I yell at it and cuss at it, it performs better. But I was just doing that when I was muted and it didn't help. It's still not doing it's great a job as I would like. So with that said, I'm gonna push on with it, and hopefully, you guys, I don't like fade in or out or anything in my sound. So now this is a huge deal right here. This joint, the geo redirect joint. Now, here's the way this works, and here's how you can make this work. All right, so you know, with a MobiTrax, it allows you to do like a geo redirection. All right, now let me tell you how. And basically, what a geo redirection means is like sometimes, let's say if you click inside of a traffic network that you only want to push, you know, traffic inside of, you know, the UK to this offer, like you may notice, like you will get traffic comes in from other countries other than what you have clicked. All right, and usually what happens when they do that is it'll just the network, wherever that offer is hosted, might just like redirect them, or if the advertiser has it set up, it'll just redirect them to some other stupid offer that you probably, you know, won't do you any good. So what you can do is use the MobiTrax to set it up so that you can redirect traffic from other countries to whatever offer you want. Now, I know you guys probably heard of that, but the way to really make it interesting is you take, for instance, when I told you guys about like Tap It, and there's other networks as well, you can really just hire an outsourcer, like hit up all these different mobile networks and like ask them if they have like remnant traffic, or if they got traffic like that they want to sell in quote unquote bulk CPM packages. So basically they just give you really cheap traffic on a cheap CPM basis, and it's going to come from all different walks of life, so you know, all around the globe, and you just basically find out from them, okay, so what countries are you guys going to be sending me traffic from, and then you just plug in the subsequent offers, boom, 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 US based. Let's just say if you're going to run a dating, I don't know, you plug in dating offers in the US, you plug in a dating offer in the UK, Canada, Spain, wherever they have traffic coming from. That's where you're going to want to you know, plug it in and set it up, so it'll know where they're coming from, what country, and it'll automatically send them to the correct offer. And that's how you can really do some real damage, man, because when you buy that bulk, you know, like normally if you bought bulk CPM traffic, excuse me, you wouldn't really be able to monetize it that well, because it's going to be coming in from everywhere, all over the place, and you're going to have like this one offer in there, and most of them aren't going to get to see that offer because it's going to redirect them. Well, like I say, you set it up in a MobiTrax to where you do the geo redirection, plug in the subsequent orders for the operating country, get your bulk CPM deal done with the network, and then you go from there. But you know what you may want to do first before you actually do that, is, you know, run through some regular networks first, figure out which landing page, which ad is working the best for you, and then you can take that ad, if it needs to get transferred into another language, you can have it transferred into another language. There's a bunch of different you know, places that offer that service, but one thing for you guys as well, we had to find this out the hard way. Make sure that you deal with someone who speaks that language, you know, fluently. Because like in Germany, for instance, and this is a little tidbit, I'm just giving away the boat today, the whole farm. But like in Germany, with adult dating offers, it won't convert well if you just use the standard language. There's a certain slang that they use there, you know, and like it's a certain dirty way you got to talk, and if you talk dirty the right way, and use the slang, it converts way better. So you know, just use somebody that's fluent in that language. You want to run like countries that speak a different language than what you're familiar with, okay? And like I say, that right there is a huge golden nugget for you as well. Like that, you can do some serious damage by using that geo redirection trick, and then going to these networks and getting some bulk CPM. That's bulk CPM type of deals set up with those guys, okay? Um, all right. All right, I'm gonna touch real quick on the type of mobile offers and the main ones. You know, as you guys can see here, you know, there's a few different ones. Like, so as far as sweepstakes goes, I told you guys those are like your win a free iPad, win a free iPhone. You know, where basically you're giving something away. And I'm gonna show you guys an example of a page that's worked really well for us at the end of this, towards the end. So those are sweepstakes styles. Those are working. Like I say, they work a little bit better in other countries right now. But you know, you might find that this page works for you in the US, and I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. Then you got like application installs, where basically app owner will pay you every time someone downloads their app. All right. And I'm gonna touch on that as well here in a minute, because those work really well right now. Then you got like diet and weight loss. Those actually can work well. pretty well. But you know, the thing is, you have to find a really good programmer to set your page up so that it, you know, so that it opens really fast, and like I talked about earlier, and so that it resizes itself properly. But what you can do well, what works well with as far as these like diet and weight loss joints on mobile, is that you can like implement some click to call stuff if you know like the average personally, which we're working on some stuff like that right now. But we got a good relationship with an advertiser not far from us, where you have the page come up, and you know if they can you know, do like a click to call type joint. And trust me, when you get people on the phone, the close rate is a whole lot better. The conversion rate's way better when you get them on the phone. So you know, that's just like in the diet and weight loss type joint. And then you got mainstream dating, which is, you know, like the clean cut stuff, you know, Zeus, Cupid.com, you know, Christiansmeet.com, you know, that kind of stuff, like the mainstream stuff that's, you know, you actually go on somebody looking for a real relationship. Those still do pretty well also. And then obviously you got the adult dating, which is a whole thing by itself, in which, you know, I'm getting real deep into it here because in order for me to get deep into it, I had to get real dirty and grimy, and I don't want to offend anybody that's on this webinar. So we might set something up at a later late night type time to do something like that. But adult dating is like you know, I'm sure you guys know some of the sites, but like, you know, Bang Buddy, you know, stuff like that. I won't go deep into it, but you guys get the concept. Adult dating is more people who are looking for a good time, quote unquote, right now. All right, that's the adult dating joints, and obviously those are really hot right now. And I'm gonna show you guys some tricks for those as well here in a minute. Then you got the male enhancement. Those actually can work really well also. You just have to know where to place your ads and stuff like that at. But like I said, keep in mind when you're running on mobile, the mind state is different. People are on their devices, especially if you catch them for the adult dating or male enhancement. They're on their mobile phone because it's discreet. If somebody pops up on them, they can just like put the phone down. It's not a big old screen. It doesn't leave, you know, people aren't going to be accessing their phone as much, obviously, like would be on a laptop or personal PC. So you know, they're in a different mind state, and if you catch them on the right site, hint hint, for adult dating or male enhancement, you can really do some major numbers. And you know, male enhancement is pretty easy to get across, you know, if you catch them on the right site, which I'll talk about. Then you got gaming. Obviously, you know, like what's it, the Crush game. I can't think of the name of it right now, but
Candy Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush. The Candy Crush game. You know, you got just different games that, you know, that advertisers will pay you for people to like download their games and try them out and stuff like that. And then ringtones, and actually, you know, there aren't a whole lot of people left in the whole ringtone game because, you know, obviously you guys know the way ringtones work, and there was actually a lawsuit for a company not too long ago that I just read about. Somebody showed me, but ringtones, you know, they build the carrier, you know, the person, the company providing the phone service, they'll build them, and then that phone service builds you, and that stuff's getting really sticky. So you know, you can do it. It still works, but you got to be real careful on that. So you know, you may just want to steer clear of them, but definitely the main ones right now for sure: sweepstakes, application installs, adult dating, and male enhancement for sure. And then if you want to try dating, but you don't want to do the real dirty, grimy stuff, you can still get mainstream dating to work too. All right, but those are like the main ones that I'm in love with right now. All right, it's time for you guys to put your brains to work. I want to see how good you guys are, you know, in marketing. I want to see how good you guys are this on this webinar with us right now. Shukree, you let me know what's popping in, because as I said, I don't see any questions or answers. So, all right, guys, this is a really recent case study that we did testing out some for a antivirus app. All right, and basically when somebody taps this, one of these banners, push banner ads, you know, basically it would send them to download the antivirus app. Basically, well, it sent them to the landing page, then they would download the app. So which one do you guys think did better? All right, A through E there. Which one do you guys think did better? It was a 3 cent cost per click. The payout for this joint is $1.35. And we did obviously use a landing page, which I'll show you guys the landing page also. So which one do you guys think did better? A through E. And I'm gonna give you guys a set.
Man,
Shukree.
they all saying the same thing.
Which
They
one?
all saying the same. They're saying D. A lot of guys saying D.
D.
D
Okay,
is in dog.
okay. D. Okay, so your phone is not protected. Click the scan. Oh, all right. I can see why. It's got that bright, the red X there, that joint. So let's see how good you guys are. Oh yeah, it starts doing that after after I hit them. So anyway, so yeah, we got this bright joint blinking right here. To really catch some attention. Boom. It was C, guys. This one did a lot better. 2.2% click-through rate. And then now you were pretty much close to it. The one that was second best was this one with a 1.75% click-through rate. Now, the reason this did better is because obviously the Android logo is going to carry some authority with it. And this can get a little touchy. It's a little gray hat, I guess it could be. Us, we push it to the limit. Like I ain't had any trouble with it though. But one thing we did was we if you notice this little dot right here, that was our attempt at keeping our copyright infringement, trademark infringement down. But obviously that little change probably wouldn't help us out a whole lot. But we just did it anyway, just for the heck of it to see what happened. But yeah, man, this one outperformed all of them. And then from there, it took them to these landing pages. All right. Did an even split test on these joints. So keep in mind, it sent them from the banner C that with the little Android joint on there. Then it landed them on these two landing pages. Okay. Which one of these landing pages do you guys think did the best? This one's just where's my mouse? There we go. This one's just like scanning progress, checking for errors. It's a little PHP script there, nothing fancy, and it makes it like it's scanning their apps. It's really not, but it makes it like it's scanning their phone. This one, we kept it pretty plain and simple. It's making it like it already scanned obviously, and here's the possible infections that we found. To remove these infected files, and prevent further harm, click here to get the antivirus app now. Now on these two pages, once this got done, then it just kind of popped up a button that said, get antivirus app now. So once this was done, and they clicked on either one of these, then they were prompted to download the app, and we got paid from there. All right, Shukree, which one? What are you seeing the most of, A or B?
Even split. But I got this one guy, Ganti Murti. He got the last one right, and he wrote the C like 100 times in the comments area.
Crap.
So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Ganti here. He's saying A. So let's see what's up.
For some reason, okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I got it back. All right, so, all right,
even split.
The winner was A, guys. By a nice amount too. This one had a 36% click-through rate, which was obviously a download rate, conversion rate. So, and that one produced 120% ROI. B was not terrible, actually, 27% click-through rate, and an 84% ROI. Okay, so this one was definitely the winner on that. All right, so just kind of showing you guys, and the reason. Let me tell you some of the reasons too. One of the main reasons. God, this thing is driving me insane. All right, so one of the main reasons was we kept it consistent with like the little Android guy. Obviously, he did better on the banner ad, and we put him on here as well. And then we kept the same color scheme as the app, as the little Android guy. So that really stood out. And then the bright red always helps, definitely. So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind on that. All right, right here.
Man, I can't believe you just gave away like a profitable campaign.
I know, right? I hope people are appreciating it.
I mean, I already have. I mean, my people in the Philippines already copied the whole campaign. It's about to be running next hour. This is crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
it's
I'm
crazy.
pretty. You know, I want to make sure
You
everybody's.
feeling generous today?
I'm feeling real generous, dog. You know, normally Shakree's at the office with me. He wasn't here today, so you know, I took it upon myself to go ahead and I started drinking a little early. So, I'm feeling pretty generous, man. I'm feeling good. So,
Oh,
you know, I'm giving you guys some real gold, man. So I hope you definitely appreciate it. But, you know, as I said too, guys, obviously if I hadn't gave you enough already, at the end of it, I'm gonna tell you guys what I got in store for you, what you can pick up from us for the absolute for free, just for being on with us. Okay, so just stay tuned with me on that joint. All right. So here we go. So basically, this is it. This is the 1K mobile blueprint, and here's what we do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what we do. All right. And I actually changed this. I didn't change it inside of here though. So basically, we spy, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. You know, we spy around. It's a little different to spy around in mobile. You can do what runs where mobile, but a lot of guys usually don't really want to spend that up front to have the budget, or have the the budget to spend it. It's like, I don't know. I know the regular one's $297 a month. I can't remember how much what runs where mobile is, but I'm gonna show you a pretty cheap way of spying. So we spy, then we swipe, then we modify. And what I mean by that, obviously, when we spying around, we're just looking for different things that's running that pique our interest. That looks like it may do well. And then we swipe that joint, so we rip the lander down, whatever the case may be. We may rip the ad off as well. But what we started doing is we'd modify it, make some small tweaks and changes to it, change out some colors, maybe make some changes. But now keep in mind, we're going to test against the actual one we swiped. So because that one may do well, but usually in mobile, stuff's getting so much traffic and so much spin. By the time you get it, it could be that it's already been burned out. Okay, so that's why we do modifications to it, before we even get it out there. And then after we do that, do modifications, and in this order normally, normally we do headlines, and this is just stuff that Greg taught us, so this isn't anything new. But as far as order of effectiveness, we do headlines, and then like your sub headlines. Then we'll do images, and captions around the images, your call to action, and then we'll do like colors and stuff. And sometimes we'll start out with like just small color changes right off the rip. So you want to do that, and then you just want to take it and split test it. All right, you want to split test those different variations, and you want to do it hundreds of times. So the good thing is, like I said, mobile is so cheap, whether you're doing it on a CPM basis or a cost per click basis. You can go out there and do some massive split testing for really cheap. And then you want to optimize. And as I told you guys before, as far as the whole optimization process, you want to target your different, your device, your carrier. There'll be other things in there that you can target, operating systems. So basically, you want to target all these things, and that's the way you're going to optimize your campaigns in mobile. You're going to see like which carrier is performing the best, the type of phone that's performing the best. You can drill it down to the operating system, and then sometimes you'll find out that like drilling down too far might limit your traffic. Sometimes it usually, honestly, usually doesn't happen unless it's a really weird phone that you're trying to target. But you'll find that just from targeting that phone alone and a certain carrier will be enough. Like you won't have to drill down to like a certain operating system, but you can if you want to keep really high ROIs, and you don't want it, maybe may not do as much volume, but you'll have a higher profit margin. All right, so optimize that joint. Once you get it optimized, then from there you just go to different traffic sources, scale out the multiple traffic sources. And like I said, there's a lot of them. And I gave you some of the main ones that we like to use. So you can start with a simple one like air push or lead boat, depending on what you're running. And then you just take it and scale it out to multiple traffic sources from there. Once you get it profitable and see that it's working, take that same ad, lander, those same targeting, things that you found inside of a MobiTrax. You take that same stuff and just take it to multiple traffic sources, and that's mainly it. Now, obviously, there's some more stuff that that I'm going to get into a little bit on that, but as far as it's a broad overview of it on what we do, I mean, that's it. Like, it's nothing super fancy. You know, mainly split testing and optimizing really well are the main things that that you want to do that's going to make you successful at it. All right.
Yeah,
Um.
real,
Go ahead.
yeah, real quick. When you start to go in your campaigns, you start to see you get the sales from certain carriers or devices or whatever, you get excited, and be careful with that, because when you start to, because how you really optimize and target is through your ad network. So if you get good conversions coming in from, like, let's say a specific device, let's say HTC, you, in order to turn off all the other traffic, you have to go to the traffic source to turn that traffic off. But that doesn't mean they're going to not send you any, not give you the traffic that you want. So just because you target a certain device on that network doesn't necessarily mean that their tracking platform is advanced enough for them to actually follow through with their claim. You know what I mean? So and that's kind of the thing, like with Leadboat and AirPush and these networks. That's what you got to track, because you might be trying to just target one device, but they still sending you damn traffic from
Yep.
everywhere. You know what I mean? So um, you just got to kind of be smart about it. And if you're making money by targeting all devices, and you're getting a lot of HTC devices coming through, leave it at that. If you as opposed to going in and trying to target HTC, because sometimes, like John said, the traffic dries up, and you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm targeting all devices, I'm getting a shitload of ton of traffic to HTC, but I go and target HTC, I'm not getting no traffic. This doesn't make any sense. Um, so a lot of times stuff doesn't work the way it's supposed to. So that, just to keep that in mind before you start getting real smart and optimizing too much. You'll start to see that.
Yeah, definitely. And then that, and by tracking that, like, you can actually go to the networks, and then sometimes, like Shukree said, like, their their platform just isn't set up correctly to where it'll actually filter that stuff out. But then you can show them, you can be like, listen, I'm targeting HTC, and I'm looking at it, and you guys are sending me traffic from every, this A, B, C, and D device. Like, what's up with that? You guys aren't, like, targeting my, have my, you guys aren't giving me what I'm asking for, basically. And now, with that in mind, they may say, okay, well, and then you got leverage right there. So at that point, with myself personally, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, hey man, look, I'm not getting what I paid for. Like, obviously you guys see that I'm serious, that I'm gonna spend money with you. So if you guys aren't going to, pretty much give me the traffic that I'm asking to get, I don't mind if you guys send me other traffic, but I need it cheaper. Like, I'm not making no money. Just complain like I'm not making no money with it. By running it like this, because you guys aren't, like, targeting correctly. Like, I'm losing money. So in order for me to make money, you guys are gonna have to let me access this traffic at a cheaper price. So I'm all about that. I'm all about cheap traffic. So as long as it's makes sense, definitely. So yeah, that was a good point, Shukree. Oh yeah, so here you go, guys. Here's the 4-step simple swipe method. When I was telling you guys, like, there's another way to spy and swipe without using what runs where mobile. So you can get HMA, which is Hide My Ass Pro VPN, to change your IP address. And basically what I mean by that is you may want to, let's say, running a sweepstakes offer in Germany. All right. But if you're coming from an American, or wherever you may be, Canadian IP, or wherever you are, Singapore, if you're coming from an IP that's not based in that area, then you're not going to get to see the ads and stuff that's running, and you won't be able to rip down stuff that's relevant to what you're doing. So you just get Hide My Ass Pro VPN, and then you change your IP address to the corresponding area of where you're trying to see. So if you're running it in Germany, you're going to want to change it to a Germany-based IP. All right. Step 2, you're going to use Firefox. Like, Firefox is what we always use because it's set up for this kind of stuff. Like, you want to use Firefox, and you're going to install the default user agent switcher. All right. And if you Google it, Google Firefox default user agent switcher, and you'll find it, and you can download it, and it'll tell you how to do all that. I won't get real deep in it. It's not technical at all, though, because I can do it. So it's not that hard.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have something for you guys. I guess I'll talk to John about how to get it to you, but I have a list of like hundreds of different user
Oh,
agents.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, so you can actually emulate any phone you want. So it could be an HTC down to the device, down to model number. So I have like I don't know how many default user like how many user agents I have. I think they're like at least over 500. So
Yeah, we
so
got that file. So yeah, we'll get that to you guys as well. It'll be within the same joint I'm gonna give to you guys at the end of this, the same gift. So it won't. It'll take me a sec to get it set up, but you guys will get that as well. Which what Shukree's talking about, yeah, just like a huge list of different user agents that you can use and see how an ad looks, how a lander looks on any phone, basically that you want to view it on. So let's say, for instance, if you are interested in seeing how something pops up on the iPhone 3, you can just change your user agent to that and view it, and it'll show up on your actual computer like it's on an iPhone. So anyway, we'll get that to you. Then step 3, then you can just go to, change your browser to, iPhone 3, user agent or whichever one you want to see. But like from my experience, using iPhones, a lot more common. That and Galaxy are two of the big dogs. But so, you change your browser to whatever user agent that you want to use, and then you just visit actual mobile websites and swipe landers and copy ads. It's pretty much that simple, and that's what we do. We like use what runs web mobile too, but this is just an easier way, a cheaper way. I won't say easier, a lot cheaper way to go about doing this. You don't have to worry about that investment of what runs mobile. You can spend that money on traffic if you want to. So that's the
yeah,
four step. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want to say I kind of I prefer this way because the lazy people aren't going to do this, the lazy affiliates. So I like to do whatever lazy people are going to do. And number two, you get a more of a accurate like you get to see what's going on live right now. Like if you use what runs where mobile, it's going to be like at least 3 months old, the data. But if you do this method, you get to see the spy on people like their campaigns in real time. So it takes a little work, but you know, throw on some music, you know, get you some drink and get the spying. That's what we do.
Yep, the drink is a must. But yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, that's a really good point. I hope you guys have written this down, because I'm going to switch slides in a minute. It's like 3:15. I'm getting real hungry. I've been drinking beer, haven't been eating anything, which probably isn't wise. So hope you got it. If not, I'm gone. All right. So here's a golden nugget for you guys. So all right. So obviously, this is pertaining to the adult dating niche right here. So you can find adult dating niche that range anywhere from $2 to, upwards of a $20 CPA. It just depends on the severity of what the person has to do. All right. You got your single opt-in or double opt-in joints. And there is an enormous amount of traffic volume for these type of offers on mobile. That's why it's one of my favorites right now. And as you guys can see over here, I just showed you a quick little joint. Pornhub mobile network, Pornhub and YouPorn are the two best places to go about putting your your adult dating ads up. All right, because obviously if they're looking at this, they're looking at Pornhub or YouPorn, they're in the mood. All right, they're in the right mode. You got them locked in right where you want them at, to get them and to be able to do like these adult dating offers. And at the same time, like I was telling you, the male enhancement joints can work on these type sites as well, because they're just in that right mind frame. I'm not going to go into detail about it on this one. I will probably later on, about why it will work so well, but I'm going to keep it really PG. So let's just say they work well, okay? In the adult dating works well also, but there are certain secrets that you can use to actually make it work better. And lander must be enticing for these adult dating offers and for the male enhancement type offers. Like it's got to be enticing. So here's a really huge golden nugget for you guys. All right, when you're doing these adult dating style offers, stay away from the like really glitz and glamour type of model looking women, that look all photoshopped and super perfect. They work better when you use a little bit more homely, girl / lady next door type of feel. And I tell you what works really well for us, like butt shots, like doing a landing page on that. It focuses on like big booties. They work real well right now. Just to be honest with you, they work well for us. So pretty nice sized booty shots work really well. Like I said, I won't go in real deep on it. I don't want to offend anyone, but though that's what works. Let me show you. So here's another huge golden nugget for you guys that really ramped up our ROIs inside of that has to do with the adult dating niche. All right, ready for it? Here you go. It's the like Google. Obviously, you guys know about Google Map, but there's we use what we call a mobile dating interactive Google Map. So basically, it's a script. It'll read someone's IP. Let's say I'm here. I'm in Savannah, Georgia, and this pops up, and I go on this landing page. It's going to have, right, where's my mouse clicker? All right, so it's going to have my map show up, Savannah, Georgia, and it's going to have these little avatar pins pop up. It makes it look like it's like these hot chicks right here in my area. Like this chick's up the street from me. This chick lives, a few blocks down. Like, and these chicks are, quote unquote, ready to meet them. So it will increase your click-through rate tenfold. It works very well. And then there's certain little tricks to it too, that I can tell you about. But so basically, like I say, it's a script that you install, and it'll make these little pins pop up. You can manipulate the pins in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And it works. It works very well. It makes the person think that like these girls are right here in their area. And they're ready to be naughty, so to speak. All right. So you want to use the user profile loads with an avatar and a flashing online GIF. So and offer to view this person's profile. So for instance, I blocked this out because it was a little nasty. The maps, it's fully functional. So basically, when you hover over one of these chicks, like her, Lauren M, her profile pic would pop up. It's like it'll be flashing. It says she's online. View her profile. And then when they click it, obviously it's going to take them to the offer. And then they can sign up for free, or if they pay, they get to see obviously the wildest and craziest girls in the area. That's how you access the wildest, craziest girls, and that's how the advertiser gets paid. So when somebody signs up and gets the VIP pass, the VIP package. So that right there, man, the user profile with these little avatars, when you hover over it, it'll blink, makes it like this person's online now. You can manipulate the files and stuff like that. That's way too deep for me to get into here, but you see kind of how how it would work and how it would make someone click with the quickness. All right. Now, this is just another little golden nugget that we use. This is a script. It's handset detection, and I think that's where do they get that joint at, Shukree? Is that inside of MobiTrax, or just a script?
No. This is a separate service. I can add that into with the default user agent.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, so basically what it does is it customizes your ads and makes it seem really uniquely targeted to that person who views it. So it's going to be, instead of it saying scanning for viruses and hold on a sec. So instead of it saying scanning
Real
for
quick, I'm sorry.
viruses,
I think MobiTrax does allow you to do that, but I've always used a different service. So
okay, gotcha. Cool. All right. So basically what it does is, instead of it saying scanning for viruses and spyware is recommended for your phone or whatever the case is, it's going to call out that user's phone and specifically. So it's going to put the user in the mind frame of, oh man, I better do this like right now. This is obviously, this is my phone. Like this is, obviously they're talking to me. And you guys know, if you know anything about marketing, anything that you can make it to seem like it's more towards that actual user, the better off you're going to be. Whether it be a geo, IP type script, we use those a lot. But as far as the mobile phones go, you want to be able to call this person's handset out. So it'll be specifically like, this is recommended for, your iPhone, iPhone 5, whatever the case may be, and it really will improve your conversion rates very, very highly. Okay. Um, so that's just one major thing for you guys. Now, remember when I told you guys about the sweepstakes joints and how they don't work as well in the U.S. anymore? Well, what we started doing was excuse me, using these Facebook style landers, and they have been having really high click-through rates due to the Facebook look and feel. All right, and so basically, what happens is it subconsciously it's going to have like a set of authority to that user, because they're going to just naturally kind of associate this with Facebook because it has a Facebook type of feel to it. And then what we do, this is like this is the top of the page and this is the end. Like I couldn't get it to show up any other way, so I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like at the bottom. Some customized comments and stuff like that. A lot of you guys know the drill on that kind of stuff right there. Just make it like people's tried it out, and just so you guys, people sometimes feel like they're bamboozling people. The advertisers actually do give out a free iPad, or whatever it is they're offering. The chances are in winning it are pretty low, but they do give them out, so you're not like just blatantly lying to people. They do get them joints out. So as you can see, like here we did like a date time script that like makes them feel lucky. Like today's Tuesday, so every Tuesday evening or every Tuesday afternoon, we randomly select one user from, boom, then the GOIP script, San Diego, Savannah, wherever they are, who is eligible for a chance to win. And then another thing that works really well is you create scarcity. So you want to make it seem like other people have been winning. So, oh man, I'm out of luck. This MacBook joint is already closed. The first prize. Oh man, the iPhone 5, that one's closed. Like they've given all of those out. But this person is lucked up because there are 2 iPad 3s left. All right. So you're creating some scarcity there that can really entice this person to act fast. Okay. You don't want them to think about it very long. You just want them to act very fast, and then they just tap here to win. All right. And then they fill out the offer, and you get paid. So that's basically the way the sweepstakes offers work. But like I said, man, this page has showed us some good results as of late. Now, I'm not saying that this joint will, like make you rich in the U.S. because, as I said, the U.S. has been a little more pre-exposed to it. Doesn't work quite as well as it used to when we first jumped into it, but they're still hot in other countries, definitely. So that's the main joint for you guys. That's pretty much it, man. That's the main way that we're able to do, anywhere from 500 to 1K a day, with sweepstake offers and adult dating offers, that sort of thing. I showed you guys how we swiped. I pretty much gave you guys everything under the sun. So honestly, that's enough right there for you guys to get started, in conjunction with what I got for you guys at the very end. What I'm going to give you guys, and basically I'll go ahead and tell you now. Like I have it set up so you guys. I'll give you the link where you guys can go and download a couple of free landers and ads.
Hold on. Give that to him at the end.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the link now anyway, definitely. But yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you guys that joint at the end. I'll just kind of let you know what I had in store for you. But yeah, you won't see that link, not right now. So listen, guys. So I gave you guys pretty much everything you need to get started. And some of you will go out and implement some of that stuff. And for you guys that obviously want to take this joint to the next level, who really want to capitalize on mobile, because as I said, the timing is now. All right. It's the wild, wild west, man. And it's a lot of money being made, a lot going on. All right. So for you guys that want to take it to the next level, obviously I have something in store for you guys, very special. All right. So we have the Covert Mobile Marketing Blueprint. All right. And what this is, man, it's a really, really step-by-step program to show you guys exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, so that you can go in and start banking on mobile. Okay. We've got a ton of like landers and ads in there for you. But before I get into that, I just want to, kind of touch on, because I had a lot of questions in the past on this, on who can benefit from this product. So as I told you guys, man, mobile is very, very newbie friendly. You don't have a lot of, keywords to worry about. You don't have to worry about cloaking, getting banned, anything like that. So this is extremely newbie friendly. Whether you're new to mobile or whether you're new to internet marketing completely, it doesn't matter. The way it's set up is very, very newbie friendly. And for you intermediate and advanced guys who want to supplement your income from basically, and I'm sure you guys know the game. If you're running on Google or you're running on Bing and you're cloaking, it's a cat and mouse game. So eventually, you do have accounts that go into review, or you may get banned and have to get another account up, which isn't that big a deal, but it can put a wrench in your constant flow of income. So what mobile provides you, man, is a way to have a consistent income coming in, and that's one of the main reasons we do it, because we're running on Bang, but we do get banned because we push it to the limit. So sometimes we'll get banned and we will have other accounts going, but this gives us that constant income so that we don't have to really worry about the constant hustle and bustle, like, oh crap, did our account get banned, is it under review? Like, we don't have to worry about any of that. So for you intermediate and advanced guys who are already making money on other platforms, this can be a really good way for you to supplement your income, to keep a consistent income coming in. And for people with smaller budgets, all right, people who, I get the question a lot, like, man, listen, like, and people always want me to answer. They're like, look, dog, I'm trying to make I'm trying to make some quick moves. I'm trying to hustle up some bread. Like how much I need to spend in traffic, da da da. And, it's a little different for Bang and platforms that have those type of algorithms where your traffic varies so much on the cost per click. Doing mobile, like I said, smaller budgets welcome. You can fund an account and start with like 25 to 50 bucks. The cost per click is going to be cheap. The CPM, cost per 1,000 views can be really, really cheap, which I, showed you guys some tricks on that earlier. So if you got a smaller budget for traffic, I definitely, it's welcome to it. And I'm gonna tell you guys one other secret for all you guys that like worry about having to manage your ad spend and wait to get paid by the network, 2-3 weeks later, whatever the case may be. I got something real special for you guys on that as well, for everybody who takes advantage of this. And basically, folks who are pretty much tired of just, banging their head against the wall. We've been doing some private coaching lately with guys that just start and then they just get hung up. Like, they get hung up in the technical stuff, whatever it may be. And then, when you're running on these other networks, web-based stuff, it can be kind of technically daunting because you got to worry about so many different things, whether it be, keyword research, or whether it be creating fake pages so you can cloak, all that sort of stuff. So for folks who just want to try and get themselves started in internet marketing, period, and make it work, I definitely for sure will tell you that mobile is definitely the easiest place to do that. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean that you like, sometimes people think that I mean like, all right, I'm gonna just like click a couple buttons and I'm gonna be profitable. It doesn't work quite that easy, but it's the next best thing to that. All right, to say the least. So let me tell you what I got in store for you guys here. All right. So I've got you guys set up so that there's 3 options. Okay. Option 1 is for the people who are a little bit, morally, for whatever reason, turned off by the adult dating niche. So, this is the squeaky clean cash blueprint. All right. So this covers everything hot, but explicit is not. So basically, it's covering everything hot right now. Sweepstakes offers. We got some diet stuff in there. We talk really heavy about application installs, antivirus campaigns, which I showed you guys some of that on earlier. And we got some stuff on horoscope apps in there. So everything that's hot right now, but separate from the adult dating niche. Because some people for whatever reason may not want to crank out campaigns with big butts and naked women and naked guys on it. All right. And also inside of there, man, and this is, you know, for folks that take advantage today, we've got a complete campaign inside of there that you can use to get started today. I've got everything: ads, landers, traffic sources, that we used on it. So you can just literally take those, plug them in, and start going. Although I do recommend that you, you know, create some different variations. But if you just want to get started today, we've got you set up with different ads and landers, and the traffic sources that we use for those, and you can start today. Okay. And beyond that, we've got a lot of other ads and landers, and this isn't just stuff that's just, you know, we just threw in there. This is actual ads and landers that we have and are running that has performed well for us. And one other thing, not to throw you guys off, but remember earlier when I talked about having those landers set up so that they naturally resize themselves to each mobile phone so that it shows up properly so that you can get great ROIs. I got that in there for you as well. All right, so you don't have to worry about having your programmer created from scratch. It's already in there for you. And then if you want to take that lander and have them create more of it, just give them that lander, because a lot of programmers, I'll be honest, you know, they kind of suck for the main part. They don't really, they're not affiliate friendly programmers. They know how to do certain things, but not things that us as affiliates need them to do. Okay, so that's in there for you. On top of that, we're going to have a live Q&A webinar where after you guys go through the course, start doing some things, I'll give you guys a date and a time where you can just come on the webinar and ask any and every question that you have. You know, so it's going to make it real personal. It's going to really help you guys get your campaigns up and going quicker, more successful. Okay, and beyond that, the Q&A webinar, then after that, we're going to have a live campaign cranking webinar. And what we'll do, I'll probably take a poll, but we'll probably do it on sweepstakes, create a sweepstakes campaign, and maybe like a regular dating campaign, nothing, you know, morally that will make you cringe or anything like that. So that'll be all, you know, all included in the package. And if that wasn't enough, I'm going to let you guys get access to our private and personal programmers, because I know a lot of guys that hit me up and they're like, man, I just, you know, like, I asked my programmer to do this for me. I saw when you guys, you know, what landing page you were talking about, I asked them to do this and that, and they just, you know, they're not doing it correctly. You know, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get a really good prince of a programmer. And we've been through a ton of them, and we've got a few that are really good. So I'll let you guys get access to them for whatever you need. If you needed to make variations, whatever, you got, you know, you'll get full access to those guys as well. So that's option one, man. That's $997. That's going to have everything in there that I just you know, described to you guys. And this is for obviously the people who, you know, for whatever reason don't really want to deal with the adult dating. All right. And there's still a lot of money to be made other than adult dating in mobile. Okay. And then option two is for my grimy folks that you know, it doesn't really bother them morally or whatever, for running the adult dating, you know, for running adult dating on mobile. And it's going to cover everything hot in adult dating, you know, offers that we're running right now that's working for us, the traffic sources, you know, everything. And just to say this too, guys, everybody that takes advantage of this, because I don't want to forget it because I don't have it written down like on the slides. Everyone who takes advantage of any of these packages, I'm going to get you guys into a private network that we're a part of, and these guys, they pay us daily, but you know, I can set it up to where you guys can get paid, you know, like twice daily, as long as you do a little volume. You know, like they're not going to like pay you for like 10 bucks or anything like that, but as long as you do, you know, three figures, you know, I can get you guys paid twice daily. So that way, if you have a problem with your budget, like, you know, if you're like, man, I got like 200 bucks, 300 bucks to spend on traffic, but that needs to last me for like 2 or 3 weeks till I get paid from the network, I got you covered. All right. So that'll really allow you guys to scale campaigns and do some really large numbers. Okay. And as far as in adult dating as well, we got a bonus campaign that you can use there also and get started today. Got ads, got landers, and traffic sources. All right, so it's taking a lot of the guesswork out of it for you guys. And this is like set up and ready to go for you right now. And then we're going to do the same thing there. We're going to have a live Q&A webinar going to have the live campaign cranking webinar. And these will be kept separate because obviously I can't do a live Q&A and live campaign cranking for adult dating and the sweepstakes as well, because the adult dating is going to be pretty nasty, to be honest with you. So we're going to have a live Q&A and live campaign cranking webinar for that as well. And for you guys, you also get access to our personal and private programmers. All right. So that's option 2 for you guys. That's the adult dating blueprint. All right. And finally, if you're really smart, you want to take advantage of all of these options, both options above, and make the most money as possible. We'll get you guys access to both blueprints, the adult dating niche, and all the hot clean offers in mobile as well. Okay, you'll get everything that I offered you guys above, for sure. Access to our programmers, everything like that, all the ready to go campaigns. But we'll also give you guys access to our private mobile Skype. This is just for guys that's in mobile that has taken advantage of this product. You guys will get access to that, and this is for people who take advantage of both. All right, you'll get access to our private Skype. All right, you're going to get a 30-minute pre-campaign consultation. So basically, we can get you on the phone, and you can really kind of like, access whatever you want. But the main purpose of this is to get you guys, let you know pretty much exactly what's working, where to start, see what your goals are, what you're comfortable with running, what you may not be comfortable with running, and then we can like give you, proper guidance from there. Okay, so that's going to be included with it as well. On top of that, we're going to give you guys 4 emergency texts because, obviously sometimes, we're not on Skype. We're not just like sitting there on Skype all day long. And you may run into like a huge issue, or you may want some advice that's really, really pressing. And sometimes, you just need an answer right then and there. So we'll give you guys 4 emergency texts to use whenever, however, you want to, but they will be there for you, so that if you run into any issues, you got any problems whatsoever, we can, you'll have like hip access to us. I keep my phone on me at all times. Even when I'm asleep, it's in the room next to me, which my wife doesn't like, but it's there at all times. So feel free to text at anytime you have an emergency on that. Okay. So that's option 3 for you guys. And as I said, that's obviously, your best value. You can take advantage of both blueprints for $14.97 and get all those bonuses. And you can order that joint on superaffiliaterockstar.com/mobile. Everything's set up. It's waiting there for you now. And as I said, I'll give you guys access to the free bonus at the end of this joint. Here in just a second. So superaffiliaterockstar.com/mobile, and you'll have the option to take care of whichever 3, whichever other 3 options that suits you best, is there, and it's ready for you guys. All right. So there you go, man. Greg, did you have anything that you needed to say or anything before I give these guys the free bonus to start taking some questions? Or
Yeah, actually, I do. I just want to say that I actually, I was checking out the product and I actually started listening to it. I just was planning on kind of jumping around, just kind of see what was there, but I ended up sitting there and listening to the whole thing. I mean, it is very good. I mean, to the extent that I actually learned some stuff that I wasn't aware of, and I've actually implemented some of those things, and I have improved my ROI and made money. So. It's
nice.
it's really good. It's an excellent product. I mean, it's really good training. I mean, look, we've given away so many just free information. We just gave you. We gave you enough to build a business already. And the stuff that he's giving away, with the product, I mean, it's just, giving you the whole business. I mean, granted, now most lazy affiliates will just probably take exactly what he, is giving you and try to do something, and you probably will make some money out of it. But the smart people, will take to heart, what they hear and what they see with this training, and and build their business and do it the right way. And so it's a great product. And I believe in it so much that I'm going to throw in a bonus. I'm going to throw in an extra bonus on top of all of the crazy stuff that he's already put on top of it. If you buy any of the packages, you will get a free ticket to my to my affiliate millionaires live event happening October 17th through the 20th in Washington D.C. So
Damn.
we're giving a free ticket. All right, that's how much I believe in this. All right, so
Nice.
free ticket to anybody that purchases tonight or today. They will get the a free ticket to the to the affiliate millionaires live event at which John and Shukree will be speaking. And we'll be
We will be
talking
there.
about
No
Abuwi,
doubt.
among other
Yes, sir.
things. Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah. So come on. So you get this product, and then get a free ticket to this event. You want to come and hang out with us live? I mean, you saw the picture. You see how we do. All right. I'm not. Now I'm not. I gotta be. I gotta run the event, so I can't be getting too crazy.
But we can't.
Yeah, yeah. So it's. I mean, but for real, I mean, this is a. I mean, I'm just saying just because these guys. I mean, it's an awesome product. I mean, I was really impressed, and you'll learn a lot. Just like I'm sure you've learned a lot from the webinar tonight. So take advantage of that. Grab it. I'm done. That's all I got to say.
Nice, cool, man. And I just want to add one thing to that. Like, I can tell you guys for sure, and because a lot of people may, if you hadn't done it before, you may not understand the power of a actual live event and getting to meet people face to face. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like the secrets really come out. Like some of the other stuff like really comes out when you're at these live networking events. You learn so much. We've been able to shoot our income up. The first major move, the first major thing that was allowed us to like raise our income was when we went to Greg's first event, his private, the 15K closed door event that he had in DC back in October. We went to that joint, man, and it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like meeting Greg and Rico and Ben and those folks for the first time, and meeting Kim for the first time, and then every single time we have gone to a live event, regardless of what it is, we spoke at Lloyd Irvin, which is Greg's good buddy and mentor. We spoke at his event. It was a live event. Been Affiliate Summit West, Affiliate Summit East. Every single time we went to a live event, we learned something to increase our income. And I shit you not, I'm not kidding you one bit. Every single event we went to, live event, we've been live face to face with other affiliate marketers and been just chopping it up, chilling with them. We've learned something new. All right. And I definitely learned something new just last week when we were at Affiliate Summit East. All right, I learned that stuff about tappage traffic, and I can't even tell you some of the other stuff I learned when doing private stuff. Talking, just sitting at the table one night eating at the Marriott with Greg, me, Shukree, Greg, Rico, Ben, and Kim. Kim turned it in a little early. We stayed down and obviously kept drinking, but just right there at that table, I learned new stuff, man. So it's crazy. If you really want to take your internet marketing business career to the next level, man, you gotta start going to these live events, and the best place to start would definitely be the Affiliate Millionaires event. And Greg's giving you guys a free ticket, which is ridiculous. That's insane. If you guys come out to that joint, man, take advantage of this and come out to that joint, you definitely would not be disappointed. And you obviously will not be disappointed in the mobile product as well, because it's we spent a large amount of time putting it together and making sure it was very step-by-step and comprehensive, okay? So that's enough of that. You guys see where to get it at, superaffiliaterockstar.com/mobile. All right, I know you guys are ready for that bonus. All right, so here you are, guys. Okay, I got 2 high ROI, split tested, professionally built, all right, antivirus landers, all right, and 2 split tested, and this is personal stuff that we've used, all right, 2 split tested, proven high click-through rate ads. Okay, that's a bonus for you guys just for showing up. All right, just to show you guys we appreciate you even giving us your time. And like I said, the stuff that we gave on here, there will be 1 or 2 people, hopefully more, but statistically that's how it goes. There's a handful of people who will actually go out, do the stuff we taught, start implementing, and start making money, just from the free webinar. But obviously, if you want to, take full advantage, obviously cop the product because it's very good. So you guys go to covertmarketingblueprint.com/member/bonus. All right, and then you'll land on a page where you can hook up to get get both of these. All right, the two landing pages and the 2 ads. Okay, and both of these were split tested and ran by us. They work well, so there you are. Thank y'all. You're welcome. Basically, thank you guys for coming out, but you're welcome. Because you're going to be able to use those and do some stuff with them, definitely, and make some changes and everything like that. So there you go, guys. All right, so that's pretty much it. I guess you guys may have some questions. As I said, I am I am pretty hungry, so we'll answer a few, I suppose, and uh, we'll go to it from there. So
I got them all pretty much answered. I was answering them all
nice.
as they were coming in.
Yes, they were coming in. Boy, you never seem to disappoint, my friend. Never seem to disappoint. All right, all right. Well, good. That's great. I can continue to drink beer and then maybe eat some food. I'll turn it back over to you, Greg, to I guess wish everybody a great day and let them know what's up.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty hungry too. I've been drinking. I need to feed the beast here. But yeah, no, I appreciate everybody being on. There's a couple questions people asked about. Well, one not people, one person asked about guarantee or whatever. Their product comes with a full 30-day money back guarantee.
Yep.
So we got that rolling. People had already bought tickets to my event. And what if you have already bought a ticket to my event, yes, just buy this and then like send me the receipt or whatever, and then I will refund you, whatever you already paid for the event. But this is general admission. All right, so this is general admission. There's not VIP. If you wanna get VIP with this package, then you can upgrade. So you can just get the general admission ticket, and then you can upgrade. If you want to get the VIP ticket. All right. So but everybody that buys this package, by any one of those three packages, will get a free general admission ticket to my event. And
Nice.
other than that, you can reach us. You can info at superphillyrockstar.com. These guys are you guys. What's your email
Oh,
address?
I'm sorry. Yeah, info at the number three, M Sales LLC. Type that in the joint, Shukree, if you would. Could you type that in the box form?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Give me one
Yeah.
Oh,
second.
oh
Oh,
here's what
the info one.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. Whichever. I don't care. Whichever
Uh,
one.
here's what I need you. Here's what I need you guys to do. If you could do me a favor, go over to my group, Facebook group, right, and just I'm gonna make a post of what you. I want to know what you guys thought about this. So just type your comments as far as like what you thought about this webinar, because I want to know, good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, man.
I know it's gonna be good because you gave away way too much shit, but
I
So I
know I
was
did, right? Yeah. I did. I didn't really plan on it kind of going that way, but it did, and I'm happy with it, man. It's all good. You told me in Philly, man, that you believe in abundance, and I took
yeah,
that to heart.
well, I, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that damn much abundance. You gave away like about 3, 4 campaigns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But now seriously though, so go over to my group real quick. I just made a post. What did you guys think about the webinar? So just comment to that, what you thought. If you got any value out of it, let us know. Other than that, we greatly appreciate it. We're gonna have the adult version of this tonight at 9 o'clock. So if you're interested in that, hop back on. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and I'll holler at you.
Peace.
peace.
The organ